Call the meeting to order, please. Call the roll, please, Martin.
Councilman Cybold.
Present.
Councilman Wolford.
Here.
Councilman DeFlippo.
Here.
Councilman Hudson. Councilman Strider.
Here.
Councilman Lilly.
Here.
Councilman Reimer.
Here.
Councilwoman Walker. Here. Mayor Mullins.
Here.
Yeah, of course.
March, please stand. Councilman Reynolds, will lead us in the word of prayer.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time together here this evening. We thank you for each one that's here. We ask you to be with us in our meeting tonight, be with each decision is made. These things I ask in your name. Amen.
Thank you, council. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. March.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Need a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting, please. Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed, motion passes. Petitions, city monthly, I'm sorry, Jamie, city's monthly financial statement.
None this evening, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Petitions, communications, and public hearings. Item A, if you'd read the title, please, Marcia.
An ordinance to approve and adopt current replacement pages to the Charter and City Code, the City of South Charleston from October the 1st, 2018 to December 31st, 2019.
Is there a motion to pass to a second reading?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Karen, you have any comments on this?
No,
This is house cleaning, correct?
Yeah, this is housekeeping. When we pass ordinances throughout the year, they don't get adopted and incorporated into our online and published code unless we pass this ordinance. So this is just to allow all the ordinances that we've passed to modify the code to actually be incorporated into the printed and online versions.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions or comments? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion passes. I think these next two are basically house cleaning, getting us up to state code, correct?
Correct. Yeah, the next two are to
Okay.
comply with state code over the last two legislative sessions.
So item B, if you'd read the title, please, Margie.
An ordinance to update the traffic code of the City of South Charleston, including additions and amendments thereto, and approve and adopt current replacement pages to the city code.
Is there a motion to pass on to second reading?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Second by Councilman Wolford. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Where am I at, Marge? C? Item C, if you'd read the title, please.
An ordinance to update the general offenses code of the City of South Charleston to approve and adopt current replacement pages to the city code.
Is there a motion to pass to a second reading?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Reimer. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed, motion passes. Okay, moving right along. Item D, if you'd read the resolution, please, Margie.
Resolution authorizing the police chief, city treasurer, and city manager to take any and all actions necessary to purchase a police undercover vehicle from seizure funds.
Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Wolford. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion passes. Thank you all. Item E.
Resolution declaring that the unlawful distribution of prescription-controlled substances has created a public nuisance for the citizens of the City of South Charleston.
Is there a motion to pass this resolution?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Strider. Does everybody understand what this is? This comes from, I think it was Webb's law firm, came to us. It's a case that involves a lot of municipalities, if I'm not mistaken. This is just our way of being able to participate. Is that correct? I'm sorry, can I put you on the spot?
No, that's okay. Yeah,
Rick, that's correct, right?
Yeah, that came from
Okay,
Rick,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
That's okay.
That was
There's
Rick.
basically it's a class action, and we never, we weren't ever one of the plaintiffs, but we are one of the affected municipalities, so we do this, we'll get our share of the.
We'll get our cut.
Yeah, when the lawsuit was filed, we were looking at the financial impact to the city and whether it would make sense for us to join the litigation. And we determined that the financial impact was not great to the city, so that's why we didn't join the litigation. Nevertheless, we are still affected, just not to the degree that some of the other cities may be.
Right. Thank you all for that explanation. Anybody else have any questions or comments? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Consideration of any bids. Councilman Cybold.
Yes, sir, we have two this evening. The first one is for mobile computers for the police department. The Finance Committee of the City of South Charleston has met and considered the following bid, which was obtained in accordance with the purchasing policies of the City of South Charleston for an item that is offered on the government purchase contract, and after careful consideration, it is the recommendation of the Finance Committee to award the following bid to Mobile Tech Consulting for 7 GTAC S4110 laptops for a total of $15,295. These are budgeted amounts for these purchases and paid for the fiscal year 2020 funds from the police department and additional grant funds. Let's make a motion to accept this bid.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Wolford. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Sabol?
Yes.
Councilman Wolford?
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo?
Yes.
Councilman Strider?
Yes.
Councilman Lilly?
Yes.
Councilman Reimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker?
Yes.
Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
It's unanimous vote.
The next one up for consideration, the Finance Committee of the City of South Charleston has met and considered the following bid, which was offered at the government contract price. And after careful consideration, is the recommendation of the Finance Committee to award the following bid to Amchar Warehouse for a model 76 Glock, quantity 76 Glock 9mm handgun at $409 each for a total of $34,148. All items are budgeted amounts, and these purchases will be paid from police seizure funds. I have a motion to accept this bid.
Is there a second? Second by Councilman, Adam, did you say second? Second by Councilman Stroud. Any discussion on that one? Roll call vote, please, Margie.
Councilman Sabol?
Yes.
Councilman Wolford?
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo?
Yes.
Councilman Strider?
Yes.
Councilman Lilly?
Yes.
Councilman Reimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker?
Yes.
And Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
That is unanimous.
Anything else, James?
That's all this evening.
Okay. Department head reports. Anybody? Anybody? I have two things I want to bring up. If y'all have any questions, I'll get back to them. One is I want to make have a public thank you to the Cologne County Commission for reaching out to us and making a $50,000 contribution to the repairs to the South Charleston Ice Arena. That was a big help, and to tell you that they reached out to me. You know, Commissioner Carper called me at home on a Sunday, and they recognize the fact that our recreation facilities don't just serve South Charleston; they serve the whole county and the whole region, as a matter of fact. And so I thought that was a nice gesture on their part. And I went to their meeting. I think it was last Thursday or something like that. I can't remember what it was now. But anyway, and we have the $50,000. It's in our account, and so we want to publicly thank them for reaching out and helping us with that. The other thing is recreation too. I got two reports, one from Sean and one from Jeff, our manager at the golf course. Our rounds of golf are up. I can't remember what that number was. Rick, do you remember that number?
They were up to 18,500, is up from
Yeah.
like 15 something. That's
And they're thinking between 20 and 22,000 maybe this next year. So that's pretty significant. I think when we first took over, we were doing about 14 or 15,000 rounds. So that gives you an idea of how much improvement there's been up there. And Sean sent us a message too, and I believe, Sean, yours was, your passes went up, if I'm not mistaken also. Is that correct, Sean?
Yeah, it's 115 new members.
115
in the last
new
4
members
months.
in 4 months. So, it's looking up for those two facilities. I wanted to share that with you guys. That's good. Good job, guys. That's good. That's what we want to hear. I think the golf course is probably one of our recreation facilities that at some point in time can be self-sufficient. That's a lot to say for recreation facilities. I mean, that'd be a good goal. So, okay. Anything else, department heads? Anybody? Any questions? Yes, go ahead, Marge.
Tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah, I'm
10
sorry.
o'clock,
Yeah.
is the canvass for the levy election. We can't hold a canvass without a quorum. And I know the weather's supposed to be bad, but we have to be there at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Shouldn't take 15 or 20 minutes,
It
right?
should not. We had very few provisional votes this time, so it should not take very long at all, honestly. We just have to have a quorum for sure.
So as a raise of hands, who can be there real quick? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a quorum. 5 with me. That's a quorum.
That's a quorum.
We
Yeah.
were going to leave early. If we may wait, if the weather's bad, we may wait to leave town.
Oh,
So,
okay.
If so, I'll be there.
Okay. As long as we have 5, then we're good.
Yeah, if we don't, we can't do it.
Right. And you all probably know, but the levy passed 93%, right, Marge?
Yes, sir. 93%.
93%. We'll
Yeah.
take it. Yeah. Okay. Anybody? Yes, Jamie.
Just the idea of the restaurateurs in the city to come up with
Yes.
They're not competition, but to add additional places for people that couldn't get into the Charleston ones was really good. In fact, we went to a couple places in town, a couple places in South Charleston. South Charleston did an absolutely wonderful job. They really did. And friends of mine that went to other places that we didn't go said the same thing. They did a good
Give
job.
Mike at the Olive Tree a lot of credit.
Yeah,
He's the
yeah,
one
it was
he's
a-
the
it
one
was a
that
great-
ignited the flame.
Savor
and got
South
it going.
Charleston.
Save South Charleston, it was a good one.
It's okay, we can compete, we'll be all right, you know, that's not a bad word.
Well, and even one of the big producers in Charleston actually ate at Michael's during that, so he came into town to,
You don't wanna say his name?
I know. No,
That's all right.
no, but
That's all right. Thanks,
They got
James,
big- they got
appreciate
big- They
that.
got big juicy hamburgers. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Anything else, anybody? Anybody? Okay, motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second? All in favor? Meeting adjourned. Thanks, Steve.